Let's take a look at the chart action for Ethereum. Alright, so here's what we were looking at in yesterday's video. We had a diamond pattern, something like this, and I was showing you guys this chart I found on on Google, and it's basically showing a diamond pattern as a reversal. So when it's at the top, we get a breakout to the bottom, and if it's at the bottom, then we get a breakout to the top. So this one happened to be a diamond pattern that formed after we were trending down. Now we got a diamond pattern. Now we're breaking up. It looks very similar to what this one is right here. Let me delete all the green stuff. It looks very similar to this pattern right here, in my opinion. Well, let me know what you guys think. But in general, what I'm looking at is we have support right here, support right here. I'm watching this uptrend going up like, whoops, not that one. Let's go ahead and delete that one because we're pretty much breaking this diamond pattern anyways. We could actually probably delete this one as well, and probably this one. The main line that I'm probably watching is this one on the 4-hour time frame until we break this one going to the downside. I'm assuming that it's going to give us some support. You can also notice we have this nice green volume candle on that breakout right there to confirm that breakout. The other thing I was kind of doing, let's go ahead and bring that trend line back. The other thing I was kind of watching is we could drag from the top to the bottom of the diamond pattern, maybe something like this, and then drag this to the breakout. And the target that I'm kind of looking at is around 2,782. In general, like I said, it seems like it's a reversal pattern. So let's see if we can continue this momentum to the upside and keep riding this uptrend. The next spots besides this target that I'd be looking at is the previous resistance is. So we have some resistance right here. We had some little trading action right here. Tried to bounce up and then got rejected and bounced down. So we got a little bit of rejection right there, or resistance should I say. And then we have another little spot right here. Came up, got resistance, and then got pushed down. So these spots are sitting around 3,270, and then this one is sitting around 2,880 or something like that, somewhere around there. Like I said, this diamond pattern is supposed to be a reversal pattern, so it's supposed to be able to push us to the upside. Let's see how far we could ride this trend line going up. I guess the other thing that I'm watching is if we go into the daily time frame and zoom out a little bit. Like I said yesterday, I'm kind of bullish on the smaller time frame, but I'm kind of bearish still on the bigger time frame because we have resistance. We still have this downtrend right here. You could even argue we have another trend line, maybe something like this. We haven't really broke either of these ones yet. If we can do that, then we can start getting a little bit more bullish. In general, maybe this one will be the start. If we could break this one, maybe that'll be the start, and then I'll be looking at this second trend line as well. But I've been looking at this previous bottom until we break these trend lines going to the upside. I'm watching around 1780 still. Like I said, smaller time frame, I am bullish, and I'm kind of watching this uptrend right here. Let me go back to that 4-hour time frame, and we're still watching this uptrend right here. But I wouldn't be surprised if we got resistance at this trend line right here, or we came up to this target over here and got resistance over here at around 3,000. What was this one up here? 3,270 approximately. I mean, you can kind of argue there's a spot right here that kind of lines up with that one, and then there's a spot a little higher, somewhere around 3,373. So I mean, I'm kind of being a little bit more conservative and trying to go for that 3,270. But I don't know. Let me know what you think, or let me know what your price target is. In general, like I said, I'm watching this uptrend until we break it going to the downside. Then I'm watching this target, this previous resistance right here, and this previous resistance right there, and also this trend line right here. With this, you could kind of argue this one lines up around maybe somewhere around here, I guess, something like that, 2,896. I don't know. It just depends. Let's see how far we could go on the uptrend. The other thing I was thinking is if we do break this uptrend going to the downside, the spot that I would be looking at is this yellow line right here, this previous bottom right there, which is sitting at around 2,235. So let's say we start breaking this trend line going to the downside, maybe even this spot right here. But I would kind of the first spot I would probably look for is the previous bottom sitting around 2,235. And then, like I was also saying, we also have this previous bottom that we have not touched yet. I'm kind of surprised that we actually got support right here. And the other thing I was kind of looking at is if we delete everything and switch over to the weekly time frame, kind of zoom out a little bit, we had an uptrend, we had support. Let's go ahead and do an uptrend, something like this. We broke this uptrend going to the downside. So when I break an uptrend, I like to set up the Fibonacci retracement. Just this is one way to kind of see levels that we could retrace to. And what I did is I dug from the bottom. I don't know, you can kind of argue where the bottom is, but I dug from the bottom, something like that, and then to the top. And it looks like we are getting support on the 50% Fibonacci retracement level right now, sitting around 2,497. In general, that's why I was kind of saying I was kind of wondering why we're getting support right here, because there wasn't a lot of trading. If we go back to the daily time frame, there wasn't a lot of support. We had this support, this one, and this one. There wasn't like a lot of trading. I guess you could argue there's some in here, but I was like, well, what if we do the Fibonacci retracement, and on the weekly, when we line it up, it looks like we're getting a bounce right here on the 50%. So I don't know, maybe I'm looking at this Fibonacci retracement on the weekly time frame from the bottom to the top, and I don't know, maybe this could give us another clue as to what's going on. Like I said, the other thing I'm really watching is these downtrends. So until we break these downtrends, something like this, then maybe these can be spots that we can kind of target, these Fibonacci retracement levels right here, and right here. I mean, the next one going down is 1,932. What I do like about these is sometimes there's volatility, and you can kind of trade based off of these levels going up and down, something like that. So maybe something to think about. Just my opinion, the 38% level is sitting around 3,061. The 50% level is sitting around 2,497, and the next one down is 1,932. So yeah, just something to think about. And like I said, I was kind of curious why we're getting support right here, and the Fibonacci retracement kind of, I mean, this is one little clue as maybe why. But until we break these downtrends going to the upside, I'm just assuming maybe we're getting some volatility going down possibly, or maybe we're going to kind of do something like this. I don't know, there's a couple different downtrends that I'm kind of looking at. Maybe this outside one is a better one to focus on, this one right here. But this other one might be a clue as to when we're going to break this next one. The other thing I wanted to check out was Ethereum to Bitcoin. We talked about this in yesterday's video, and we were in the bigger time frame. It's still kind of, I mean, we're still in a downtrend. We have resistance, and we're into this downtrend still. And we even have this bigger downtrend right there, the sharper one. And I was talking about if we go into the 4-hour, we can kind of look if we want to get into a smaller time frame. And I was watching this downtrend like this, and check it out. We had the support right here. We had the support line that we were watching, and we broke up, and check it out. We got some volume. Ethereum got a nice move to the upside today. So basically what I'm thinking is it looks like Ethereum is starting to outperform Bitcoin, and it's changing this direction again. We started changing, it was trending down for this little time period right here. Now it looks like we're changing direction and trending up. Let's see how far we can ride this uptrend going up like that. It does look like we have that nice little green candle. The next spots that I'll be probably looking at are the resistances, something like that. Let's see what happens when we come into these levels, if Bitcoin can change the direction, or I don't know. Let's go into the 1-hour time frame, and the other thing we can maybe do is, because the 4-hour is just this big candle, I'm kind of wondering if we could get like a trend line. I don't really love the 1-hour, but maybe something like this. I mean, we can kind of delete this. Let's keep that downtrend for now, until we can form a better uptrend, and then we can get rid of this downtrend. But for right now, it does look like Ethereum might be outperforming Bitcoin in the smaller time frame. But in the bigger time frame, let's go back to the daily. We do have this downtrend like this. So I don't know. It's just the bigger time frame, not so sure. But in the smaller time frame, it does look like Ethereum is getting a nice little move, or it's like taking over Bitcoin, or outperforming it, should I say. I do like watching these charts, because if this chart is moving down, it's good for Bitcoin, and if this chart is moving up, it's good for Ethereum. When we get these breakouts right here, it could be a clue that Ethereum might be starting to do better, or whatever pairing we're looking at. So yeah, if we jump back over to the Ethereum chart, it is kind of interesting how we're bouncing on this 50% level on the Fibonacci retracement on the weekly time frame. Let's go ahead and delete everything though, and the main thing I'm watching is the 4-hour time frame and this little uptrend right here until we break this going to the downside. Then I'm going to be looking at this target, this diamond target first. So the first thing I'm looking at is this diamond target right here at around 2,800, and then we have this previous resistance right here at around 2,900 approximately, and then hopefully we can come up here to this target or this previous resistance zone, because it's kind of this zone we have, trading zone kind of thing that we have going on right here. And I'm kind of looking at the top, you could argue is around 3,370, or this little spot right here is around 2,270. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to trading, check out this video right here. It's a video about when I buy and when I sell crypto, like a trading strategies video. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next one.